I got a Sphinx Fragrance blind buy haul. I want to thank Post Cologne for talking about them at one of his lives and really introducing me to this house. This is going to be a two-part series. And the first part is going to be about Sphinx Signature, and the one that was supposed to be a full bottle and got away, Black Anubis. I ended up ordering 2 bottles secondhand off of Mercari. The first one was Sphinx Signature, right over here, look at that bottle. And the second one was supposed to be Black Anubis, but the seller fell through. So I ended up getting myself a 1 ml decant off Sensible. Sphinx Signature was a no-brainer for me for a blind buy, especially based off the notes. This was definitely a blind buy that was worth the risk in my opinion. During the opening, get hit with a combination of fruity notes and citruses along with a little bit of cinnamon. And those fruity notes, especially during the opening, lean a bit more on the citrusy side in my opinion. Kind of sweet with a little bit of tartness to it. And then as it settles, the citruses kind of end off the top and you get hit with this pear note with a combination of cinnamon. That kind of reminds me of that ultra male DNA in a sense. You do get a little bit of florals, you do get a little bit of that lavender and cinnamon and pear that you do get in ultra male. But then this does have a woodsy backbone to it, like underneath it, that kind of separates it. So it doesn't fully go down ultra male in the sense of the DNA, but still has its own like fragrance profile to it. And now during the dry down, this is where it definitely clicked for me. And I don't know how, I don't know why, but in my opinion, this kind of smells like Home Ideal EDT. And it has this almond-like dry down that's a touch of powderiness to it that's very similar to like the Home Ideal EDT. You do get a nice touch of tobacco in this. This kind of stops it from being like a hybrid and actually add our own little twist to that DNA. That tobacco definitely gives a structure in my opinion. This is very versatile in my opinion, but it's more suited for like the cool weather, like more like winter, fall. And I wouldn't really say this is office friendly because after I wore this for like 7 hours at work, I wanted actually to go unlock my car, reached down, went back up, and I smelled this on the back of my neck, and it was very strong. For me, this is a blind buy win. This is like a hybrid twist to like 2 of my favorite scent profiles, and throw in a touch of tobacco, and you get this. This is beautiful. And now Black Anubis. This definitely should have been a full bottle. I got a little juice left and this is like maybe 1 or 2 wears left. As I said earlier, I went to Sensible and got myself a 1 ml decant of this, and I regret doing that. I should have got a bigger sample size. And the crazy thing is that I didn't even look at the notes for this. I just went off the bottle design and knew that with that bottle, I definitely needed to have it in my hands, or in my collection. I sprayed this for the first time and looked at the notes and I saw grapefruit. But I'm glad I got this because that grapefruit was non-existent in this in my opinion for me. I get hit with a nice citrus but doesn't lean heavy on the grapefruit, more on like the lemony side with that touch of saffron. There's no bitterness to this, there's no funk to this, and that grapefruit doesn't have like the stinging edge to it that I get in some other ones. Just clean and very citrusy. Saffron kicks in, adding a nice touch putting this all together in my opinion. It's warm and slightly earthy, and that saffron in this is kind of reminiscent to the one that's in Baccarat Route 540. This is Baccarat 540 mixed with Oud for Greatness. The track the qualities that people tend to hate on both those fragrances and combine them together and you get Black Anubis. I got on skin, this is another one that lasts long, got like around 10-ish hours. And after around 7 hours, it becomes more of a spicy, woodsy fragrance with a touch of oud. One thing's for sure, this is definitely being upgraded once the sample's up.